Steven Caple Jr has revealed why he chose a Porsche as the vehicle mode for Autobot Mirage. This detail comes from an article by Ars Technica and SXSW, where Caple Jr spoke about the decision. Caple Jr said, "I didn't know what car Mirage was going to be at first. Where I'm from in Cleveland, Ohio, I'd never even been in a Porsche before." He continued, "My actual first introduction to Porsche was Bad Boys 1. Caple Jr admitted during Austin's South by Southwest festival that the star car of the beloved action film Bad Boys inspired him to make Mirage a classic Porsche in the upcoming film. Caple Jr also spoke on some behind the scenes discussions and the development of the Mirage character. "I was born in the 80s and I was a kid in the 90s. This is the era when I grew up," Caple explained. "This movie is like a time capsule to me. You get to 94 and everything started to change, from the wardrobe to the culture to the music to the cars." He continued, "You start to step away from the square bodied cars and say hello curves. When I was designing the character it started there," Caple said. "I talked to Owen Shively and the team at Porsche and said, he's going to be an outlaw, he's going to be a rebel, going to be flashy, very confident but smooth." ARS notes that from these discussions, that's when Porsche suggested looking into the 911 Carrera RS 3.8. The Carrera RS 3.8 uses the same wider body shape as Bad Boys 911 Turbo. The article references that Mirage has been a Ferrari and a Formula 1 car, so an ultra rare Porsche feels like a solid fit. Caple Jr explained at SXSW, "Everything you see on Mirage are actual parts from the Porsche, from the insides and the inner workings of the engine and the whole 9 yards. Porsche was very specific on what parts we were using." Scott Baker, the marketing communications director for Porsche North America, added, "We didn't mandate any elements that need to stay, but we were deeply involved in what the robot form looked like. When you look at the car itself and you look at the robot, the similarities become apparent, but we didn't go to them and say, this has to be the front and centre." Baker explained, "We wanted it to be authentic. They have really amazing designers and digital effects people that make the transformation process work, so we didn't want to interfere with that. It seems Porsche was heavily involved in the entire process, but what's funny is that ARS mentioned that Porsche weren't so forthcoming in support of Bad Boys' use of the 911 Turbo. Michael Bay told Car and Driver that the 911 used in Bad Boys was his own car after Porsche shunned the 1995 film. So that's why Mirage is a Porsche in Transformers Rise of the Beast. Caple Jr digged the 911 from Bad Boys and felt something similar would suit the character for his Transformers live action film. It's quite the coincidence that a Bay-inspired movie, but not Transformers, has now influenced another Transformers film. What are your thoughts on Steven Caple Jr.'s reasoning? Do you think the Porsche Carrera works for Mirage as a character? Or do you think the choice of the vehicle draws too many similarities to Autobot Jazz? Make sure to leave me a comment. If you found this content informative, please do drop a like on the video, and until the next one, thanks for watching.